And who could be more at home on the range than the Range Rider? With his thrilling adventures of the great outdoors, his exciting experiences rivaling those of Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, Buffalo Bill, and other pioneers of this wonderful country of ours. And Dick West, All-American Boy.
I see the valley over yonder, mister.
Looks pretty. Prosperous and peaceful.
Right on the first two counts. There's nothing peaceful about it. Not since the sheepmen began moving in.
Get that team moving.
Oh!
Get off the range. Get out of this part of the country and don't come back.
Blasted polecats. Now they're picking on a girl.
What do you mean?
That's Cindy Gordon's wagon. The two riding herd on it are Twister and Cheyenne. Two of Lance West's gunmen.
Well, is Miss Gordon a sheep rancher?
Her Paul was. He was found shot to death 3 days ago. They say those two did it. Also on Lance's orders. Get
Look!
along.
They're threatening that girl with a gun. Head over that way.
Not me. That pair's bad medicine. I'm not mixing with them.
That's what you think.
Let go.
Okay, I will. Oh. Hey, pull up there. I want to talk to you.
We're too busy to listen.
Yeah? Maybe you're too busy to listen to this. Yeah! Whoa! Get down, Cindy, get down.
We got him, Twister. Come on, let's move in. Hey, where'd he come from?
I don't know, but I ain't waiting to find out. What the Sam Hill's going on?
Brother, he sure is a welcome sight. Who is he?
Hanged if I know. You're hurt.
Oh, I forgot all about it in the excitement. It's nothing very serious.
Let's have a look at it. It's just a scratch. I reckon it'll be all right before my jaw is.
Oh, I'm sure sorry about that, but I couldn't let those gunmen get away with intimidating that girl.
Well, wait till I get it tied up, then you can pay your respects.
You folks okay?
Yes, thanks.
Everything all right over there?
Just fine.
Yeah, well, I ain't so fine. I'm still so scared. I got goosebumps as big as wheel hubs. I sure wished I had my shooting iron along. I'd have blown those varmints to kingdom come.
You mean you're traveling this valley unarmed?
That ain't my fault. Those jad-ratted varmints. Say, who in tarnation are you anyways, mister?
Oh, I'm just a range rider. Who are you?
Soapy Lester, sheep rancher.
And I'm Cindy Gordon.
Luke Gordon's daughter? I heard what happened to your father, miss, and I'm mighty sorry. Say, you folks decided to move kind of sudden-like, didn't you?
I didn't decide at all. I left on the special invitation of the Baron of Broken Bow.
Lance West?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I wish I were a man. I'd get even with Lance West. I hate him.
Is there anything I can
Say, you look familiar. Haven't I seen you someplace before?
I don't think so. My name's Jones. Dick Jones, from Chicago. Well, driver, you gonna stay here all day?
Get up. Oh.
Goodness, he must have gotten out of the wrong side of bed this morning.
Oh, he probably just had something on his mind.
I got something on my mind, too, but I ain't gonna let it warp my manners.
Well, Sophie, we better be moving along now.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Cedar Valley. But I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna stay here and fight West.
Oh, I don't know why you both don't stay. You've got as much right here as he has.
Wright doesn't put a roof back over my head.
Oh, I'm sure Doc Tomlin would be glad to supply a roof. Now, when this fracas is all over, you can both go back to your ranch.
That's right. What do you say, Cindy?
Well,
Well, that's the story, Doc. What have you got to say?
I think it's the most outrageous, high-handed, cruel. Cindy, honey, you can stay here till Judgment Day if you want to.
Thank you.
And what's more, if West causes you any more trouble, I'll eliminate him permanently. I may not be as fast on the draw as I was 20 years ago, but...
Doc, I was kind of hoping we could settle this business peacefully.
Oh, nonsense, Ryder. West is out for blood. Sheepman's blood. And not just because the flocks are grazing on open range, either. You know, there's a lot of cattle rustling going on around here, and West is convinced that the sheepmen are behind it, doing it to get even with him for fighting them.
Why, he's plumb loco. There ain't a sheepman would touch one of his cow critters, or anybody else's, with a 10-foot pole.
Soapy, I'm inclined to believe that, but... Well, maybe before we're through, we can make West believe it, too.
Fine pair you are. Letting a tenderfoot and a saddle bum tromp all over you.
That cowpoke ain't no saddle bum, boss. He's a top rider.
And plenty gun-wise, too.
Well, now, maybe I ought to fire you two and hire him. Yes, and the kid, too.
Boss, the stage is coming in.
Is the kid aboard?
It sure is.
Dick.
You know him?
I want to talk to him. Bring him in here.
You better have Doc Tomlin take a look at that arm, just in case.
Okay, but I'm sure it's all right.
Uh-oh. Looks like you're in trouble.
I'm not worried. I don't think they'll shoot me down here on the street.
Hold it, kid. We want to talk to you.
I'm too busy to listen.
Hey! I said I wanted to talk to you.
And I said I got nothing to talk about.
Good mind to take you two brave hombres and toss you in the river. Let you look for Miss Cindy Gordon's sheep.
I wouldn't try it if I were you.
And who are you, Sheriff?
No, Lance West. I run the Slash C and Cedar Valley.
You don't run me. I'll hang on to these two hombres just as long as I've got a mind.
Why, you bandy-legged saddle tramp.
Dad, don't!
Dad? Now I remember. It was a couple years ago at the rodeo. You're Dick West.
And not very proud of it either.
You ungrateful pup, after all I've done for you.
After all you've done. You made our name hated, committed arson and condoned murder.
That's not true. I had nothing to do with Luke Gordon's death.
I suppose Gordon's barn just accidentally caught fire this morning.
Fire? I didn't know anything about that.
And his sheep only went for a swim off the rim rock.
Well, I admit I ordered that, but
This isn't getting us anyplace.
where do you want to get?
Someplace where we can talk private.
My office is across the street.
That's good enough. All right, you two, get up. All right, let's go.
Oh, I think the boys will behave now, Mr. I didn't get your name.
Call me Range Rider.
I'm able to call you something stronger than that if you don't take that gun off my boys.
I'll let him go on one condition.
What's that?
You meet with the sheepmen and settle your problem peacefully.
I'm hanged if I will. I'm going to drive those mutton punches out of this valley if it's the last thing I do.
That's the way you want it. Come on, let's go.
Where are you taking them?
To jail. Then I'm going to wire the United States Marshal and have you thrown off the government range.
All right, Range Rider, you win. I'll meet him. This afternoon at my house.
No. You'll meet on neutral territory. Say Doc Tomlin's place at 2.
It's a deal. Just what do you two know about the fire at the Gordons' place?
Well, you told us to pack the girl off and make sure she wouldn't come back, so...
You fools, you blasted fools. Get out of here, both of you. Get out!
Things are sure boiling up fast.
Yeah, you better get out to the ranch and tell Rod what's happened. I'll stick here. If West gets wise that we killed Gordon because he tunneled to our scheme.
We will be in the soup.
Worse than that, Boot Hill.
Boot Hill, huh?
It won't be so funny, Rod, if West finds out that we're rustling the cattle and putting the blame on the sheepmen.
He won't find out. If we keep both sides fighting mad.
Suppose they make peace today.
Don't you worry, they won't. Now, you head out for Coyote Canyon. Tell the boys to be ready for action this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Well, gentlemen, then it's agreed. The sheepmen will stay south of the river and the cattlemen to the north.
That suits us.
And us too. Let's draw up an agreement.
How about you doing the paperwork, Doc?
I'll be glad to.
You contemptible double-crosser. Getting the sheepmen in here on the pretense of talking peace. And then sending your hired gunmen...
What are you talking about?
As if you didn't know.
I don't know.
What happened, Cindy?
Plenty. West masked gunmen raided the Wilcox ranch less than an hour ago. They seriously wounded Mr. Wilcox, fired the barn, stampeded the sheep.
How do you know they were his men?
Because they rode slash-C horses. I saw them. I was there.
There must be some mistake. I didn't order any raid.
Liar.
Hold it, Dick. Your father has a right to be heard.
Wait a minute. You've got to believe me. I didn't... It's Rod Stratton, my foreman.
What's up? Sheepmen raided the North Range. Gunned down Joe Baker. Run off more than 100 head. Thought you'd like to know before you signed any peace treaties.
You're blamed right. So I'm the double-crosser, am I? I suppose you don't know anything about the raid on my herd.
I don't.
Hold it, West.
The deal's off. I should have known better than to trust these mealy-mouthed mutton punchers.
I have a hunch they know no more about the raid on your herd than you do about the raid on the Wilcox place.
Yeah, well, what do you mean?
There's a third party involved in this.
Who?
I don't know yet.
Well, suppose you try to find out.
Well, suppose you sit tight while I'm trying.
You mean declare a truce?
Yes.
How long do you figure it'll take you?
Give me till noon tomorrow.
Yeah, we agree.
What about you, West?
All right with us. We'll be back here tomorrow at noon sharp. If you're not here with the proof, the war's on. Understand?
I understand. 12 o'clock.
Come in. Did you have to hit me that hard?
Had to make it look good.
Well, you might have waited till I got in one punch at Dad. Even though he isn't as bad as he's been painted, punching the nose might have done him some good.
You sound as though you're beginning to doubt those charges of arson and murder.
Always did. But like I told you when we first rigged this deal, if Dad's guilty, he's got to be punished.
There's not much use in trying to pick up their trail here, Range Rider. Between their horses and the Wilcox sheep, the ground's pretty well trampled.
We've got to pick it up. It's 10 o'clock, and I only have till noon to prove my hunch. If we only knew which way the raiders rode in.
Mrs. Wilcox told me they came over that rise.
Well, come on. If we can pick up the trail there, we can backtrack. And we find out where they came from.
I can tell you that. The West Ranch.
Maybe.
You found them?
Yes, there were 3 in the party, see?
How do you know they're made by the raiders?
Well, I don't, but it's a safe guess. See how the sand has drifted into the prints?
Yes?
Without a high wind, it'd take about 20 hours for them to fill up that much. Consequently, I'd say the riders passed here about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
You're wonderful.
End of the trail, Cindy.
The cattle rustlers.
I'm doubling a sheep raider. You stay here. I'm going after
The Range Rider.
Let's beat it before he gets close enough to recognize it.
luck, Cindy.
It's a pleasure.
All right, you two, on your feet.
$12 o'clock. The truce is off. Come on, boys.
Wait. We sheepmen have a plan of settling things like this without having any full-size war.
What is it?
We draw lots. Get one man from each group. Let them shoot it out. If your man lives, the cattlemen get the valley. If ours comes through, we get it.
Not a bad idea. What do you say, boys?
Fine. Let's do it.
We'll do it.
Good. Got any scrap paper, Doc?
In the drawer. Whoever gets 5 is elected.
3 spot.
Number 4. 5. That ends the drawing as far as we're concerned.
I'll have ours fixed in a minute, Doc. All set. Here you are. Oh, just a minute. I'm first. Seeing it was my idea. Well, looks like me and you, West.
I'll be coming out of my office and up Main Street in 10 minutes.
Not so fast, Dad.
What in blazes do you think you're doing?
Trying to prevent another murder. Soapy's no match for you. I can't let him go out.
You can't help yourself.
He's right, Dick. Now, we decided this fair and square. Put away your gun. Besides, what's the good of a no-good like me?
Sit down. We're waiting for the range rider.
I'll be seeing you.
Hold on. It's past noon, Cindy.
Go ahead, I'll bring these 3 in.
Thanks.
Get outside and keep watch. I don't trust those sheepmen.
Sorry, Soapy.
Cindy signing for us. We figure she's earned that right.
Thanks, Sophie.
Gosh, this has been a great day. Them rustlers locked up, and there ain't going to be no range war.
Thanks to Dick and the range rider, I've been cleared of Luke Gordon's murder. You two certainly put it over on us.
It was the only way Dick and I could figure to bring matters to a head.
That's right, Dad. And make you give the sheep ranchers an even break.
I'm going to do better than that. I'm paying full damages.
We'd better be leaving, Dick, or I'll never get to the rodeo on time to win any prize money.
Well, shucks, with me there to beat, you'll be lucky to end up with getaway money.
So long.
So long, son.
Bye, boys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good luck, boys.